I used to have lots of lovely people, and they used to look forward to seeing you because we were such a jolly pair, see, me and my friend. And they said, "You're the best, you two, Sheila and Sheila and Maury." We were the best pair. Everybody loved us. But one particular, I must tell you this. He was a very old man. He was about 88. He couldn't walk. He could stand up, but he couldn't walk. We had a job of getting him into bed, so we said, "Can you dance?" So we get him undressed. My friend would take his trousers off and clothes off, or put his pyjama trousers on with me holding him. We'd sit him down and get his pyjama top on, and the only way to get him into bed was to dance. So we walked. So we said, come on, we'll have a dance. Quick, slow, back." I'll go backwards, and it'd get him into bed. Couldn't get him into bed if you asked him to walk. He refuses to move. But if you dance with him go backwards and he's leading, right? And it'd get him into bed, no problems at all. It was a lovely job. I did it because you had so many different people, all types of people, ballet dancers, tightrope walkers who couldn't walk no more. There are a lot of nice carers. There are a lot of young ones who don't care so much as us older ones. They just do the job, you know. They don't do it as they're supposed to do it. But it's like I said, you've got to be that type of person who loves people, because that's what I do. I love people. But I'm not a clever person, you know, doing a job like a manageress or any type of other job. But because I was good with people, and you have to be good with people, and you have to cheer them up when they're unhappy, because you've got to have the gift of the gab. I'm a big softie, you know. That's who I am. Can't change. Yeah, let me think. Mr. Butcher, you know, the one with the letter I showed you. I had a gentleman who was 98. He was a lovely man, and he said to me one day, he was a very tall man, lots of white hair. He says to me, "Do you know, I love you, you know?" I said, "Do you?" He said, "You're such a nice lady. I do love you, Sheila." And he wrote that to his daughter. He told his daughter that he loved Sheila. She was such a lovely lady. He asked me when he was dying, love, because at one particular time he had a kind of, I know what it was. It was a cancer on his ear, scabs on his ear. And I phoned the office up and I said, "I think he's got cancer." I said, "Because he's got a growth on his ear and a growth on his neck, a lump on his neck." I kept saying to him every time I was there, "Is it hurting?" "No." "Well, it should hurt, see?" So I rang the office up, and the office sent the doctor out. The doctor was stupid. I thought, a carbuncle? There was no such thing as a carbuncle. But Mr. Butcher did tell me off for letting the office know. I shouldn't have notified the office. He was a bit cross about that. But he got checked by another doctor, and they took him into hospital. And he had cancer. When you're a carer, you pick up things. You're not a nurse, you're just a carer. But you pick up things, and you knew what it was. After the operation, he wanted to see me. So I went up to see him. He was so pleased to see me. But while I was in there, I noticed he was crackly, only very slightly. He's breathing very, very slightly, and no one had noticed it. So I said, he's got a chest infection. So the nurse said, how'd you know? I can hear it. He got pneumonia. He died. Love him. He had a good old ins, didn't he? He loved me, he did. And that's what carers do. You get involved because you like them and you get to know them for years. But when they pass away, it's very upsetting, especially if you get 2 or 3 go at near enough the same time. It's very hard. Another one, I don't know if I should tell this. This is what you have to put up with. There was a man and I came in and I said, I'm here to do the housework and caring. And he said, get on the bed and open your legs. That's what he said. Get on the bed and open your legs. And I came straight out of there and I thought, ugh. And I phoned the office and she said, did you go in and clean? I said, no, I bleeding didn't. I said, I ain't going in there. Most of them are very sweet people, though there are a few very wicked, evil old ladies. They've got tongues like vipers, they're spiteful and vindictive, and they ring up and say, Sheila's just been in and hasn't done a bit of work for me. All she wanted was to sit down and have a cup of tea. Bloody liar. Because I've been in and done all of her housework, done everything for her, got her shopping, her pension, showed her and made sure she got all of her change and made sure everything was all sorted, and she rings the office. Well, that's only the bad side. You might get 3 out of 10 that were nasty ladies, and those ladies live to a very old age. All the young ones, all the good ones, go early, see? But it was a brilliant job. If I had my time over, I'd do it again. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I loved it. I did. Anything else?